أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
It is a lot darker than it looks. Believe me. It is after sunset. Just after sunset here. On this part of the mountain, it has been dark for around 6-7 minutes, I'd say. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a pot up in the tree and it's about to fall. Oh my goodness, that whole flower pot that's been stuck in the tree for months. There's a little monkey the size of a toothbrush. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like it's gonna knock down the pot. Actually, no, it might not. Oh! Okay, whoa. The park ranger here at Pembroke National Seashell Garden is not gonna be happy with that. Now this isn't my house, but I mean, let's just put it there. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, they're coming out. Here, hide. Oh my goodness. That's my back-to-back neighbor. That's my house. This is their house. This is the park. Behind my house, I'm at the park. Is he home? Oh! I don't see anyone in there. It's hard to tell if he's home or not. Hey, give me the phone, please. Here. Sorry, my cousin was holding the phone. He doesn't like being on camera, and I just think yeah. So, yeah, just pretend it didn't happen. Okay. Bahariterra. Okay, guys. Woo. It is still, the sunlight is still up on that tree up there. But down here it's been dark for 10 minutes. Those are some tall trees and we're up on a mountaintop. So, they're gonna have sunlight for 30 minutes after sunset. The sun just set behind the hill, the ridge down there. Whoa, almost tripped on something. As you can see, you can't see the sun over there in the west. And it's getting dark. It's darker than it looks on the camera. No one is in the hot tub. I am in my neighbor's front yard. Hello, neighbor. We're here to see this. Beautiful, mashallah. What the heck? What's happening? What the frick? Bro. What just happened? I just saw blue drawing on my phone. Ooh, it's really starting to get dark out. Look at this rose bush. I'm just in my neighbor's front yard right now, filming the garden. That's nice. But is it more nice than your mom? Oh! Wait, what? Alrighty guys, today I'm gonna show you how to take a vinca from your neighbor's garden and plant it in the park behind your house. As you can see here, we have some vincas. Some of them got white center, some have purple center, some are white, some are purple, some are pink. And this is some different, just some of the combinations they come up with as they breed and they grow here. Okay. There's a white one with a whitish pink center. Yeah, they come in all kinds here, truly. There's a whitish pink one with a purple center. And we are gonna take one of the sapling vincas, one of the baby ones that hasn't bloomed yet. We're gonna plant it at the park that is behind my house, next to my back-to-back neighbor's house. So first we're gonna scrape some of the mulch away from around the base of it. And we're gonna gently pull it. As you can see, if I can get my camera to focus, you would see. Not all the roots came up, not enough of them at least. It's hard to tell, but not much roots to work with here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to water this for a little while, let it get used to its new habitat, where we'll hope it starts growing. Don't see any new flowers coming, just the leaves coming. So this is an ideal one to take. Might not flower this summer, even might flower next year if it comes back. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it and we're gonna plant it back here. Inshallah, we will. Alrighty, so we're at the park. We gotta find a good spot for it where the ranger won't think it's a weed and pull it up. I'd say, how about back here? No, I think they're gonna plant a palm tree there. They wouldn't get enough sun. Okay. Aha. I found a spot for it, guys. Right here. Hopefully the ranger doesn't pull it up. Now we're gonna make a hole in the ground. We have very clay volcanic mixed soil. And it's a rainforest, so it stays relatively moist. So it's not too hard to dig this stuff up. It's really soft and fine. The real challenge here is going to be getting this plant to stay standing while we plant it in the ground. And while holding a camera too, just to top that off. Okay, we managed to have it kind of somewhat standing up. Now we gotta push some dirt and mulch over it and pat it down till it's upright. See it there? Whoa, I just knocked it down with a stick. Just great. Oh no. Gotta take this and push it this way. And take some of this. Push it this way. And we gotta push some stuff this way. Yep, then we gotta definitely push some stuff this way. Now it's somewhat standing up. We'll pack it down on this side. Pack it down on this side. Pack it down on this side here. Four corners method, packing it down. We're just gonna keep doing that over and over till the soil looks nice and packed like the streets of Karachi, Pakistan on a busy day. And then once we have it all packed out and packed down, we'll stand on that. We'll stand on this right here. There we go. Now, as you can see, we have the vinca plant. Beautiful, mashallah. Now we're gonna put some mulch around it and some more loose soil on top of the packed soil, so that when we water it, the loose soil runs off instead of the packed soil. Because when you water, it's gonna wash some soil away. The soil hasn't settled any, and this hasn't rooted any. And there we go. And then sometime later I will water it. Now, look at this beauty right here. Do you know what it will look like later this year or sometime next year? Well, can't say exactly, but I have some ideas. Holy moly, hang on a second. What the heck? What the heck? There's no sunlight on that plane, and you see how high up it is, right? The sun falls fast out here, it seems. A minute ago, some of the taller trees still had sunlight on it, and it was just after Maghrib. Oh, what do you know? Anyways, inshallah ta'ala, pretty soon, this little guy right here might look something like its parents. Let's go to my neighbor's yard, take a look at their parents real quick. It might look like this. Purplish pink with a dark purple center. It might look like this, pink with a purple center. It might look like this, purple with a white center. Or pinkish purple with a dark maroon purple center. They might look purple with a white center. Oh, he showed one of those. It might look like any of these. It could be white with a pinkish white or white center. Or they could be white with a purple center with reddish fringes. Could be anything, like a combination of any of these. Look how beautiful that one is. And you know what? There are more vincas down here that haven't bloomed yet. If they look different than some of those and they have also good color, I might take some from there to put in the park behind my house. Here's a Bahariterra dwarf crepe myrtle. They don't get much bigger than this, and they already bloom at that size. Compare it to its larger counterpart. Wow. Yeah. These things get large. Large blooms, large size. These crepe myrtles just love to be large. And they sway in the breeze. Trade winds are blowing real good out here today. If you look, I just heard a gunshot. Probably the military practicing. The base isn't far from here. Comments down here, and we're used to it. See that red behind that roof? It's a crepe myrtle. You know what? There's some big old crepe myrtles right there covered in blooms. And there's one. And there's one. Wow. And there's one across the street that hasn't bloomed yet, but it's looking good. And then you look at this tiny thing, you say, this thing doesn't even triple in size really, and it's supposed to get blooms. It's a Bahariterra dwarf crepe myrtle. Neat, huh? There was a pindo palm growing right here, and you know what? Someone stole it, so now it's not there. Big old Botia capitata jelly palm. Now it's completely gone. Ain't nobody know what happened to it. Ain't nobody know. These are all evergreens. That's an evergreen. It even blooms in the winter. That's an evergreen right there. That's an evergreen right there. These are all broadleaf evergreen. Evergreen trees that got leaves, not needles. These are all broadleaf evergreen bushes. I think this is some kind of grass or lily. It's green all year. These are tomatoes that survive winter here. They're evergreen. Some kind of weed growing there. Don't know exactly what it is. And you know what? Vincas are evergreen plants too, but I think they only bloom in the warm months. Those are all evergreen down there. My neighbor's whole front yard is filled with broadleaf evergreen. The grass is green during the winter. Look at the crepe myrtles down there. Those are bush ones. There's a bush one. That's a tree one back there. And there's a tree one. That's hard to tell, but those are white ones on a tree. Red ones too. All different colors of crepe myrtles. And I would go take a walk down there and show you, but if I get too far from my Wi-Fi, the live stream won't work. Now I'm back in my yard. And now I'm not in my yard. I have such a small yard. This is that guy's yard. And this is the park behind my house. I live in this building complex. This is my house right up here. It's got 2 stories. And 4,000 square feet. No, it doesn't look like it, but we also got more rooms underground too. This right here is my restaurant and the door to my restaurant. And it's next to this hot tub, which is by my house, but it belongs to city property. And it's maintained by the park ranger here at Pembroke National Seashell Garden, which is for seashells and plants only found Bahariterra, like the Bahariterra azaleas here, or the national tree, the Bahariterra palm, which is not to be confused with the Bahariterra windmill palm, which is another palm only found Bahariterra. Some people call it the Bahariterra Trusin palm. And the Bahariterra camellia. Here's our national flower, the Bahariterra hibiscus. Beautiful and orange, getting ready to open up. Bahariterra rhododendron. Hard to see it there. There's the Tianxiang flower vine, only found in Bahariterra. More Bahariterra rhododendron. Those were Bahariterra tiger lilies, but they're almost done. There's some more Bahariterra tiger lilies. Another Bahariterra azalea. And there's the Bahariterra black crepe myrtle. It's a crepe myrtle with black leaves and blooms come in all different color. It's a hybrid between the Midnight Magic and Black Diamond crepe myrtle. There's a useless little boxwood. All of these are broadleaf evergreen, by the way, except the crepe myrtle. There's a Bahariterra calla lily. Picasso calla lily is found other places, and it's not from Bahariterra, but looks good next to the unique Bahariterra calla lily. There's a Bahariterra yucca tree. It's got these multiple branches that look like the trunk of a palmetto tree when you trim it neatly. They come off of a smooth trunk with nice bark patterns on it. Some more seashells. Oyster, I believe. They're hard to see because these peonies are growing over them. I forget what that vine is. Easter lilies, I believe. Wild rose growing there. See the wild rose? This is either a Bahariterra red oak or a Bahariterra white oak growing out of Bahariterra wild rose that doesn't have much leaves on it. This is a Bahariterra jasmine tree. It's beautiful white blooms that are very fragrant. Here's some Bahariterra wild roses again. And they get some beautiful flowers on them. Believe me. Bahariterra wild roses are ready to bloom soon. Yeah. Stugfurla. So there's this spot between these rose bushes and that fence where I'm wondering, should I plant some palms? If the park ranger's okay with that. Should I or no? Stugfurla. Bahariterra mountain holly. Not to be confused with a Bahariterra coastal holly. There we got some orchids growing out the tree. Looking really weird. They're about to die. They've been dropping lots of flowers. It's so good at the park behind my house. Lots of parrots, cicadas, and monkeys are in the trees. The monkeys are not from here. They were bred here, introduced by humans. And you know what? That right there is a cute little pink birdhouse. There's our Bahariterra date palm germination station where we tried to grow the Bahariterra date palm. Unsuccessful so far, but hasn't been there a month, I don't believe, so. Well, folks, this camera makes it look a lot brighter than it really is. It is getting dark. Look at those Bermuda cedars, though. Wow. These are Dipladenia vines. And everybody who comes here has been waiting very patiently for them to slowly spread on our side so we can see their blooms. And you know what? Wadal bulukadali tarikul haya. Aha. Believe that was a lantana. I love lantanas. I'm jealous. Grr. And that right there is a weed from the United States. Very common. It's called poison ivy. And thank you so much for this gift. The United States of America, we appreciate the gift you gave us called poison ivy. It definitely makes you itchy if you touch it. And you know what I think about this gift? There we go. It looks much better now. Here's a wheelbarrow. It's a tree frog's pond. And you know what? The moon might be rising in the east around now. I don't see it yet. Bahariterra mountain pine. Super tall, as they are. Can't even see the top because it's hidden in a rainforest canopy. Whoa. Ah. This tree is so wide. I'm struggling to fit it in the frame of my camera. It's about 5-6 feet wide. Maybe a little wider. I want to underestimate it though, just to be safe. I'd say 5 or 6 feet wide. There's a fence post about half as thick as a telephone pole. Imagine 2 times thicker than that's the telephone pole. And then you got this guy right here. My goodness. Even the branches on this tree that come off could be normal big old oak trees. Some of these are easily 30 years old or older. The branches that come off of it, of course. This thing is over 100 years old. I love it. It's a big old tree. And the ant colonies around here love it, as you can imagine. There's all kinds of different insects and bugs and spiders around it. Always be crawling around, making their presence known. But goodness gracious. Hop to toko, hop to toko. Alrighty, sorry about that random bull crap. I'm done, man. Woo, everything is red.